Hello and welcome back to Reality with a Twist. I'm Gunnar.
I'm Gabriel.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Ben.
And that's right, you're listening to none other than Reality with a Twist. Now, boys, settle down. Okay, boys.
I'm settled.
I'm so settled.
My dog is currently eating. So if you guys are hearing that, I'm sorry about that. But she, dog gotta eat. You know how it be.
You know what the dog's doing.
You know the dog gotta eat.
All right, so can you guys remind me what we're talking about today?
I think you're supposed to know that, Gunnar.
What if I forgot?
Then I don't think you should be hosting this episode.
Oh, well, good thing I remembered.
Very good.
But before we get into all right, today we're going to be talking about none other than alcohol and the effects alcohol has on the body. So I thought it was a pretty interesting topic. And before we get into alcohol and its toxicology, we should have a Jeremy story.
Of course.
Sounds like a good idea. I like it.
So the Jeremy story that comes to mind for me is it's junior year, and Jeremy, Gabe, and I have all just finished a year of recording our radio show, Reality with a Twist. None other than the predecessor of what this podcast is. And we had just finished it up, and we had submitted a compilation of some of our greatest moments to a competition, IASB.
Oh, yes.
And what had happened is we got none other than second place in radio talk show.
Ooh.
So, yep, Gabe, Jeremy, and I all won our award for the radio talk show, second place. And we were all up there on the stage with our, was it a piece of paper, Gabe?
Yeah, and I forgot. I don't think Dylan was involved with Reality with a Twist yet. Isn't that insane?
No,
I'm not.
I
That
was
is
just
insane.
a special guest during that time, and then it wasn't until senior year I became a full-fledged member.
I can't imagine the show without you, Dylan.
I know. It's
I
crazy.
can't. I'm imagining it right now.
Okay,
I'm in my head. I'm like, welcome back to Reality with a Twist. I'm Gunnar. And then Gabe's going to be like, I'm Gabe. And Dylan's going to be all like, and then Ben's going to be like, I'm Ben.
That's the dream, man. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
No, of course not. My dog is somehow still eating, so I am so sorry about that.
Dog's
But
got to eat.
I think it is time for me to crack open a mango lemonade because, it's midnight currently. It's actually past midnight as we record this. And what better time to drink some mango lemonade than 12:26 a.m.?
So if you tuned in to last week's episode, you probably caught on that it was our earliest ever recorded episode.
Yeah.
So what way to follow up with recording our latest ever episode? So if we're sounding a little tired, if we're sounding a little slap happy, just bear with us.
Well, technically speaking, if we recorded last episode at around 7:30, but we recorded this one at 12:27, wouldn't it make this one the earliest episode we've recorded?
Whoa.
By technicality, yes, but also, Dylan, you're overestimating us. We recorded that at 8:40 a.m., and yet we were still so tired.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, anyway.
But I totally remember winning second place at the Indiana Association of School Broadcasters, which is what IASB stands for, getting back on track. That was very fun. Jeremy and I had quite a thing going, and then it only ever got better with Dylan. I don't know why we didn't win the next year.
Probably because Dylan was involved.
Yeah, probably.
I'm totally teasing Dylan. I love that you're part of the show now, and I love that you were able to get get involved in our show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I understand. I think realistically, I think the reason why we lost the next year is because the category we were trying to go into focused more on actually being a radio show rather than being a talk show.
Yeah.
I mean, we have more of a focus on the music, and obviously that did not work for this style.
Yeah. Why did we even enter that different category? Is my question.
Our radio teacher made us go into that
Well,
one.
I don't think she just did it because she felt like it. I think there was a certain reason that we had to enter
Oh no,
that.
there was another show going into talk show, and so it was like, oh, we still want reality with a twist involved, so you go into radio show, and that didn't work out. Anyway, though,
Oh well, it's all water under the bridge,
It
right?
sure is.
it sure is.
All right. So moving on, we're gonna have to move on for that from that series of unfortunate events back in our senior year of losing the IASB.
Yes.
But moving on, maybe we can turn to some more positive information, which is our Roblox game recommendation. What do you have for us
Yes.
today, Dylan?
Oh, I do. I have quite the game for you all today. So there is a game I've been playing on Roblox for I think over a year now at this point. It's called Project Lazarus, Zombies specifically. And the reason why I like this game so much is that it is pretty much a Roblox version of Call of Duty Zombies, where pretty much how Call of Duty Zombies works, you start off with pistols, you kill zombies to gain money, you use that money to buy guns, and you also use that money to buy a mystery box where you can get cool stuff like a ray gun and a rocket launcher, or if the mystery box is really if it's a meanie, you get a teddy bear, and then everyone gets mad at you. But point being, though, it's a really great game, very well developed, very minimal, but I definitely recommend it. That's why it's now my Roblox recommendation of the week.
Wow.
Very cool, Dylan.
I know, that's why I chose it.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right. So you boys are you boys ready to get into our topic of the day, which is alcohol and its involvement and interaction in the human body?
Oh, I
I
am
am
so ready.
ready. So ready.
All right. What about you, Ben?
I guess I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So, yep. Today we're talking about alcohol, and it's a bit of a silly thing. And while some of us don't drink at all, and some of us don't entirely drink regularly or consistently or frequently, I still thought it was interesting to talk about some of the toxicology side of alcohol. And this is a little biased coming from me, a pharmacy major, and that's okay. But I thought, what better topic to make a regular topic into a interesting topic to feature on Reality with a Twist? Don't you guys agree?
Of course.
I do have a little bit of a quiz for you guys. So, alcohol, ethanol, more specifically, is a drug. Since it has causes change in the human body and more specifically the human mind. But do we know what type of drug alcohol is? Is it a central nervous system depressant, B, a central nervous system stimulant, C, a dissociative anesthetic, or D, a hallucinogen?
Hey.
Hey,
Okay, you guys are spot on. It is, in fact, a central nervous system depressant. So, these are frequently referred to as downers, and central nervous system depressants, CNS depressants, are drugs that basically inhibit basic brain function and basically just simply slow down the brain. This would be why basic functions of speech and walking are consistently related to drinking, and they become harder than usual when impaired with alcohol. And for some context, some other examples of CNS depressants would be like Prozac, which is a common antidepressant known as by a generic as well, fluoxetine, and alprazolam, um, which is for generally for anxiety. Um, it's a benzo, more commonly known by its brand name Xanax. So these are pretty nifty, eh?
Pretty
That is
nifty
pretty
indeed.
nifty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think the real question is, why are we getting drunk off of alcohol? So basically, let's start all with this tiny little enzyme we got in the liver, and his name is alcohol dehydrogenase. And no, alcohol dehydrogenase is not like most enzymes. No, excuse me, it is like most enzymes.
Oh, phew.
Has a
Okay.
enzyme threshold. Yeah, I know, right?
That was a
You
close
thought
one.
it was going to be an outlier, and
Yeah.
he was going to get bullied by the other enzyme. But nope, he's exempt. He's this little enzyme is good and clears for and stays clear of bullying. So it's a good deal.
Yeah,
Don't you guys agree?
of course.
I do.
Perfect.
How could you not?
How could you not?
If you had a different opinion.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
That is fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Gabe
Yeah.
coming in with the logic and facts.
The facts and logic.
Over 3,000 languages on this planet, and Gabe straight up chose to speak logics and facts.
Can't believe it. Absolute mad lad.
All right. So basically, this alcohol dehydrogenase, um, you know, there's this threshold for this enzyme, right? And that means the enzyme can only take so much ethanol at one time. Substrate. Ethanol is the substrate in this case. Once there is a maximum amount of substrate that the enzyme can handle, and once it exceeds that, there's just no going above that. There's just excess substrate. In this case, like I said, ethanol. So when the amount of ethanol is greater than that of the threshold, intoxication begins. So this is crazy, right?
Mhm.
So let's start at the beginning. Let's say you're consuming some alcohol. You simply are, drinking the alcohol. At this very moment, some of the alcohol will actually be absorbed in your mouth to your, um, why can't I think of the word? To into your blood, to your, what's it called, guys? Why am I blanking on this?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know if you're qualified to teach us, Gunnar.
Circulatory system.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go.
My bad. Man, I cannot speak logics and facts today.
A little bit rusty on that language.
Anyways, so alcohol gets absorbed into the circulatory system, and once actually immediately it enters your mouth. And more so, actually, when it gets into your stomach is when a majority of the alcohol gets absorbed. But what happens once the alcohol is absorbed into the bloodstream? Basically, it causes the bloodstream to dilate, and this has the effect of, is it A, skin flushing, B, warm body sensation, C, decreased body temperature, or D, decreased blood temperature?
I actually think this is a trick. I think it's all of the above.
I will say all of the above as well, just so I can feel left in and
Left
Cool.
in.
I'll be the bold, daring, odd one out and say B.
Wow.
Well, this is where being the bold, daring, odd one out does you wrong. It is actually all of the above, as Gabe caught on to. Ben, you idiot. You absolute.
I can't believe you trying to be unique, quirky. Get out of here, man. I'm so
Ben,
glad I fit in with
Ben.
you guys.
Ben's not like other girls.
You fumbled the bag, Ben. You had it all. You had
Kind
it
of fell
all.
off. Kind of fell off. Not gonna lie.
Fortune does not favor the brave.
Oh, Ben, you quirky little one.
Oh my gosh.
You
How,
rascal.
how is this episode so far less organized than our first ever episode?
Going in at 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, I'm trying my best, okay?
We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. Go on, Gunnar.
Okay. So now let's say I have had a little too much to drink. And my liver is just doing the most it can, just break down this ethanol. that there's too much ethanol, and the ethanol that isn't broken down actually circulates the body and begins to inhibit other receptors throughout the body. These begin channels, ligand channels more specifically, that will eventually lead to impaired sensations often associated with drinking. And the exact science of this is actually not very complex. The scope, it's a little bit more complex than the scope of this episode. Uh, sorry, it is very complex.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, sorry,
okay,
I
okay.
misworded that.
You had me there for a
Anyway,
second. I was just like, man, this is an
I
entire
know, I'm
crash
just
course.
all over the place. Anyways, but it's a little bit more complex in the scope of the this episode. This episode can handle, um, but also the science of it is actually relatively unknown. We don't know some of the chemical processes of what is actually going on when we consume alcohol and why it leads to effects of what it does.
That's
We can
insane.
understand that the receptors that uptake the ethanol can lead to some impaired sensations. These can be throughout the body, such as receptors towards superficial elements, such as like skin and other areas of the body, can start to feel more warm. Um, Receptors towards the brain can cause induced elements of, let's say, slurred speech or walking or even just basic comprehension. So it's a relatively interesting thing that we don't quite grasp. So
That's
very
just
interesting.
that's insane to me because alcohol has been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It seems like it's as old as freaking written human history, um,
Right.
and it's still there's still a mystery behind it.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you actually brought up how old it is, because one of the oldest known practices that we know of is actually the process of fermentation, which I assume you guys all know. But for if in the case that you guys don't know, in simple terms, it's taking an organism and converting the sugars uh, to ethanol, but there's a lack of air. So it's an anaerobic process. And I don't want to get into the entire steps of fermentation. It's just an absolute mess. But I'm actually interested in talking about some of the products. So I want to play a little game here.
Oh,
You have to guess what plant each alcoholic beverage is fermented from. And we'll start with simple and we'll gradually get harder and harder. You guys
Okay.
ready?
I'm
Yes.
so ready.
Okay. So we're going to start at the very beginning. And you guys can work together to create your own answers. You guys are all competing.
Okay.
Whoever wins will be Venmoed $5 from me.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hmm.
So maybe do it on your own. I'm keeping track here.
And no Googling.
No Googling. Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
okay,
So I
so
have a feeling you guys will get most of these. Probably not all of them, but we'll see where this goes. All right.
Okay.
can you
Okay.
explain the rules one more time for me?
Sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list a drink and you have to name me the plant that it comes from. Okay?
Okay.
So um we'll start with at the beginning well, as we always do. Um I'll just kind of walk you through it the first round, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to actually start with wine. What plant does wine come from?
Grapes.
Grapes, yeah.
Grapes.
Great. And in that case, you guys all just earned a point.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
$5. Here I come.
I'm so excited at this $5.
Now we are going to be working up.
Okay.
What plant does beer come from?
Wheat.
Yeah, it's like barley. So yeah, wheat.
I'm gonna say wheat and barley.
You guys are actually almost correct, but not the answer I'm looking for. Hops is actually what beer comes from.
Is that the case? I thought hops were added to beer.
Nope.
I thought-
Wheat and barley are often fermented with hops to add extra flavor and create more specific ales and types of beers.
See, I almost my first thought was hops, but I was just like, oh no, hops is just a flavoring or like a plant that's added to flavor beer. Okay, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. You learn something every day.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know hops existed until now. So
All right, now we are going to move on to whiskey. What plant is whiskey fermented from?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
oh god, I didn't. Oof. And it
No idea.
I'm gonna say whiskey is fermented from.
God, this is hard.
This is hard.
Count us down so we have more added pressure.
Okay. 10, 9, 8,
Uh,
7,
oh god, why are you
6,
counting down?
5, 4,
Apple.
3,
Apple, yeah,
2,
apple.
1. All right, what are you guys' final answer? Each?
Apple.
Ben?
I'm gonna be the bold, daring one and say orange.
You guys are incredibly far off. It is basically just basic grains such as wheat and barley.
Oh, I'm shaking my fist
Man,
right now, but you
I'm
can't see.
shaking my head.
Guys, I'm shaking my butt right now, but you guys can't see it.
Gabe is SMB.
So much fun.
If only there was,
Alright.
if only there were cameras on this podcast, man. I'm throwing that thing back.
Throwing it in a circle.
Yeah.
It's
All
going around town.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's move on.
Are you guys ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course I'm ready.
All right. What plant is tequila fermented from?
Oh, I know
Cactus.
this one. Oh, I know this one.
Cactus. Lock it in.
Gabe? Ben?
Dandelion.
Oh gosh, I know it's like a palmy thing. For some reason, pineapple keeps coming to my mind, but I don't know if it's pine. I'm just gonna say pineapple. Why not?
Cactus still for me.
All right. So the correct answer is technically agave, more specifically.
Agave. That's what I was looking for.
Agave. However, Dylan is so close.
Yeah.
So out of my discretion, I will be giving the point to Dylan Wiley.
Okay, Dylan's winning so far.
I'm
Dylan.
$5 here. I come.
Not so fast, Dylan.
All right. Now we move on to this one is a hard one. It's a stumper. It is rum. What plant?
Potatoes. I say potatoes.
What plant is rum fermented from?
I believe it's potatoes. I think there is such thing as potato rum.
Okay.
Okay. I will say plum.
Oh,
Plum.
plum and rum.
Because
I
it
see
rhymes
what.
with rum.
Yeah.
Pen.
I'm to say potatoes.
Oh.
And everybody is wrong once again.
No.
The main ingredient rum is fermented from is sugarcane.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why rum is sweeter, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I
Like
just
the-
know it comes from sugarcane, man.
Like the stuff from Minecraft.
Yeah, I like the stuff from Minecraft. All right. Next This one's a little easier. Okay. What plant is vodka fermented from?
Oh, that's potatoes.
Oh, that's potatoes. Yeah.
That's potatoes. I was getting them mixed up.
Ben?
Sure, potatoes.
Yeah, you guys are all right.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. So now Dylan has 3 points and Ben and I have 2 points.
Correct.
Okay.
Dylan is in the lead, and
Okay.
there is a chance for you to tie it
Oh,
at
okay.
the very end.
Okay.
Saki.
What?
Saki.
Oh. I'm gonna say no. Saki.
This is an awkward silence.
Oh, it's a thinking
a
silence.
thinking
That's what
silence.
it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
no. I'm trying to think of what's native to
Pumpkin.
Japan, but I don't know if
Oh,
it has.
rice.
I'll agree with Dylan on that one. I'll say it's rice. I think he's right.
Ben?
Did you hear me? I said pumpkin.
I did not hear that.
What do you mean?
What did we miss out on?
Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna skip to the end here. Dylan gave, you guys are both right. It is in fact rice. So in
Yes.
that case, Dylan, you have just won
Yay.
$5.
Woohoo!
Five
Congrats, Dylan.
big ol' buckaroo.
This is my first ever time I've won something.
Ever.
Ever. Like,
That's-
literally ever.
That's great.
How does it feel to be
Great.
loved, Dylan?
It's a feeling I've not felt in 20 years. Yeah, no, it's great. I want to thank the Academy for all the hard work that I put into this quiz today.
Absolutely. We're
I'll
proud
be-
of you, Dylan.
I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
I'll be donating all the money towards the Ronald McDonald House. Not like the charity, like his actual house.
Yeah. The man's actual address.
All right. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our alcohol segment of the day.
Okay.
So,
Very informative. Thank you very much, Gunnar.
absolutely. And because of that, there is no pharmacy drug fact of the day, since that basically it was just the entire episode is a big old pharmacy drug fact. So,
Well, don't worry, I got you covered. I have a drug fact.
okay.
Did you know that ibuprofen is a pain reliever?
Yep. More specifically, it is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. NSAID.
All right, thank you.
So yeah,
You did know.
we do. Oh, sorry.
What's
What?
going on here?
I thought Ben was about to say that. I'm leaving that silence
God,
in. I'm
we
absolutely.
I am so sorry, listeners. We're not going to be doing this again.
We're not gonna be staying up this late. All right, are you guys ready for some weird news?
I'm
Ready
more
for
than
some
ready.
weird news. Hit
All
it,
right.
Gabe.
As always, I always get these straight from Associated Press, so I will leave that link in the description of the podcast. Let's get into this. Out of Boston, it took more than 3 centuries, but the last Salem, quote, witch who wasn't has officially been pardoned. Massachusetts lawmakers on Thursday formally exonerated Elizabeth Johnson Jr., clearing her name 329 years after she was convicted of witchcraft in 1693 and sentenced to death at the height of the Salem witch trials. Johnson was never executed, but neither was she officially pardoned like others wrongly accused of witchcraft. Lawmakers agreed to reconsider her case last year after a curious 8th grade civics class at North Andover Middle School took up her cause and researched the legislative steps needed to clear her name. Subsequent legislation introduced by the state senator Diana DiZoglio, a Democrat from Methuen, Methuen, I think it's pronounced Methuen, was tacked onto a budget bill and approved. Quote, we will never be able to change what happened to victims like Elizabeth, but at the very least, we can set the record straight, end quote. What do we think of that, gentlemen?
She must be so relieved.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stress from all the stereotypes and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so glad they're finally put to rest.
Yeah.
362 years later.
Yeah, she's probably pretty happy right now. She's probably jumping up and down.
She's probably rolling in her grave, literally.
Wait, guys. If she's doing that right now, 329 years later, doesn't that mean she is a witch?
Oh no!
Wait.
All right.
Well,
Well,
I'm
I'm,
setting the record straight.
I think although it doesn't have any real and like it doesn't make any changes to what was done, I think it's good that it is happening just to officially legally say this was wrong. I mean, obviously it was, but this is kind of giving closure to the entire thing. Yes, it happened, but now there's not a single quote witch that is still, that still hasn't been exonerated, So I'm happy about it. With that being said,
Right, well, thank you, Gabe, for our weird news segment of the day. Do you have any more to share?
yeah, I have a new segment that I'm thinking about trying. So
Absolutely.
if
Throw
you
it on
guys
us.
if you guys have been listening to the podcast last week, you'll know that I am on the search for a car. I have been extremely into vehicles my entire life, and I thought, might as well do some car facts. I'll try to make them not too boring, but through my research, and I've known about this a long time, you guys might have even heard of this one. If you're looking for a used car, please avoid the third generation Ford Focus and Fiesta. These are years 2012 through 2020. There's actually a class action lawsuit against Ford from how horrible these transmissions are on these vehicles are. This is due to a design flaw that Ford engineers tried to get worked out, but ended up being powerless against the bigwigs that wanted to push these two vehicles onto the market for as cheaply as possible and as quickly as possible. Those are the power shift automatics that are found in the Focus and the Fiesta from 2011 for the Fiesta and 2012 for the Focus onward. So just do not buy those. They're often very cheap. It's just a big headache. Don't do it.
Instead, I would recommend looking into a bicycle.
Yes. Ain't nothing going to happen on a bicycle.
Imagine the transmission going out on a bicycle.
Oh, God. I guess it's possible. All right. Are we ready for our local artist of the week?
We absolutely are.
All right. So, fun fact: I asked permission from this artist literally a few hours ago, and she literally, while we were recording the podcast, just gave us permission. Like we were in the middle of recording this, so we're gonna go through with it. So, if I'm being completely honest, I just now heard of our local artist of the week 2 days ago. I haven't had time to listen to all of her stuff, but from what I have heard, I'm a huge fan. Her name is Vanna, and she describes her music as electropop. This is a brand new single that just came out a few days ago called When I Am Away. Let's play it. Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
All right.
When I am away, when I am away, when I am away, when I am away, right down in the way, right down. I wonder what you did, right down. When I am away, and every single song's for you. Just listen to the words. You said you didn't know I felt this way. Didn't understand how I could be hurt. Every single song's about.
And that was When I'm Away by Vanna. That's spelled Vannah. You can find her on Spotify. She just came out with that single. I highly recommend it. What did you guys think of that?
It was definitely very unique compared to the stuff we've had on the show previously.
Mhm.
Though I think that's a unique in a very good way.
Yeah.
I really like the mellow vibes that
Kind of the dark. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I really like the cold beat of it. It's just a very different beat than very different type of vibe than what we're used to, but just that cold tone that goes into it. I think it's really cool.
And not all of our music's like that, but that one is our newest, and I definitely do enjoy that one.
Yeah, I definitely would like to listen to more of her stuff.
for sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that moves us on to our very final segment of the night. You guys all know what that means.
Oh yes, the
Oh.
best worst part of the show.
Yes.
What are the odds? Who would like to kick us off this evening?
I would like to kick us off this evening as I have a pretty funny and quirky what are the odds. And I will start it off with Mr. Gabriel.
Okay.
Ooh,
Gabe,
Yes.
what are the odds? What are the odds that you go on Google, find the phone number for a 24/7 McDonald's,
Okay.
you call that McDonald's, and you just try so desperately hard to order a pizza. And in the circumstance where they redirect you to a voicemail if they do have one, just become super angry as to why they even have a voicemail to begin with.
Okay. I'm gonna say. I do not want to do that. I'm gonna say 25.
Okay, I got a number.
Yeah, me too.
I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
3.
14.
Ooh, thank God.
Oh,
Thank God. All right. Who is next?
I'll go next.
All right.
okay.
Dylan.
Okay, hi.
Okay, what are the odds that on the next podcast you allow us to each do an embarrassing Dylan story?
Ooh.
You guys have those?
Oh yeah.
We'll have a week to think of them.
God, I see that just scares me because like I'm interested, but I also don't know what you guys might have. So I'm just going to go ahead and say 10.
Okay.
Someone count us down.
3, 2, 1.
6.
9. Aw.
I'm so curious though as to what stories guys might have.
Dylan, remember that one thing you told to me and Gabe that you told us to never tell anybody else?
Oh, that thing. That well, there's two that come to mind. But if it's the one I'm thinking of, then oh god.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just teasing. I wouldn't say that for the embarrassing story, Dylan.
Okay, thank God. I'm so glad you weren't going to talk about the Christmas photo.
Yeah.
Dylan at the Christmas party. All right. All right.
It was New Year's Eve, not Nude Year's Eve.
All right. Gunnar,
Yeah.
what are the odds that for the rest of this episode and the first 5 minutes of the next episode, you have to whisper scream? You have to go, "What's up, guys?" for the rest of this episode and the first 5 minutes of the next episode.
20.
Okay.
Okay, I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1.
7.
19.
No.
All right. Ben,
Yeah.
what are the odds you go up to your parents and dump a glass of water on both of them?
Oh.
1,000.
Okay. Okay.
They're
3.
sleeping. It's 1:05 a.m.
How would you explain that? It's for a podcast. You wouldn't understand. All right. You guys ready?
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1.
637.
It hit!
All right. You guys know what that means. You have to elect one.
I think the only one that's able is the calling McDonald's.
Yeah, I think that's
I-
the only one that is
I-
more practical.
I vote whisper screaming. That's just me. But what do you guys think?
I mean, dealer's bias. I'm going with the McDonald's prank phone call.
Okay. The one thing with the McDonald's thing is that they'll obviously know it's a prank. Like immediately. Can I get a pizza? Obviously you can't get a pizza at freaking McDonald's.
No. You gotta start it up as like you have like an actual like query concern,
Okay.
and then just start ordering a pizza. You can't just you gotta reel them in first.
Okay. Okay. What do we vote?
I mean, like I said, McDonald's prank call.
My official vote is whisper screaming, but if that loses, which I think it will, Ben, what do you vote? You're the
I think I'm gonna have to go with the McDonald's.
all right.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll start it off.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'll do 30.
Okay, I will count down with Gabe then.
I'll say the number with Gabe.
All right. You guys both got your numbers?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
10.
22.
Ooh.
Nope.
All right. I'll say the next
I'll
number.
go next.
Okay.
I'm going to say 25.
Okay.
Okay. I'll count you guys down again. 3, 2, 1.
20.
14.
Nope.
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
I'll say the number.
I'm going to say
I'll count down.
20.
Okay.
20.
3, 2, 1.
11.
Nope.
Okay.
It goes to me. I'll go down to 15.
Okay.
I'll say the number.
I'll count
Okay.
down again.
Down.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Gunnar, you can.
3, 2, 1.
8.
4.
Whew.
Okay. I'll go down to 12.
Okay. I will count you guys down then.
Who will say the number with me?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
1.
10.
Idiot.
I'll go down to, I'm going to get a little risky with it.
Okay.
5.
Oof. Okay.
5?
Okay.
Okay. I'll say the number with you, Gunnar.
I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1.
2.
1.
Oh.
Okay, Ben.
Is that me?
Yep.
Okay. 4.
No. Okay, I'll count you guys down.
Who's saying the number?
Me.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
4.
1. Oh.
Oh my. It goes to me. All right.
All right. I'll
3.
I'll count down.
Gunnar, you can say the number.
3, 2, 1.
1.
What did you guys say?
He said 2. I said 1.
Okay. 2
I
it
mean-
is.
Gabe, I feel that there's a 50% chance that you have to do this.
I really don't want to do. I think I'm the only one that didn't vote for this one, and I really do not want to do it. All right.
So
I'll count down.
Who's saying the number with me?
Dylan.
okay.
3, 2, 1.
2.
1.
Oh, thank God.
It means I have to
Oh,
do it.
thank God. I did not expect that. Oh,
Alrighty.
I thought I was a goner. Oh,
This is our first Gunnar
Yeah,
odds, I
this is
think.
our
This
first
is
Gunner.
actually, yeah.
All right. I need to locate a 24-hour McDonald's.
I think
have already. I mean, there's quite a few actually. So
I believe the one next to a certain interstate that we all used to live next to that had very bad soda. I think they're 24 hour.
well, there's also one located near a certain Asian restaurant that I really like. And it's
really?
also near an interstate we know. Yes, that
Okay.
one's also open 24 hours.
Okay.
Like I said, there's a lot of them that are open 24 hours.
I found one near me that I'm going to call.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I forgot you're in a different town than us. All right, put it on speaker.
Throw it on speaker. Any day now. Man, the silence is so palpable. You can cut it with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
This is something.
Is it even ringing?
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
I don't think it's picking up on my mic.
Oh.
Guys,
Yeah.
What?
it's telling me to enter the remote access code.
What do you mean?
3579. Don't ask me how I know.
It just hung up on its own. Okay, I'm going to look in Indianapolis.
Okay.
All right, here I go. I'm getting ready to call right now.
Okay.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
Throw it closer
No.
to the mic. There we go.
Hello, we are not available now. Please call again. Thank you for your call.
You suck, McDonald's.
Memory full.
Oh.
Well, I think we're all out of luck.
Try a IHOP. They're always open. Try an IHOP and see if you can order.
Okay.
You can be like, hey, I had a question. Somebody said you guys are called IHOP because like it's International House of Pizzas now. You know how they did like the burger thing, like so do you guys have pizza? And then like try to order one or something.
Yep. All right. To give context for our viewers, we are now going to be trying to call it an IHOP because all the McDonald's are just not picking up right now.
Yeah.
Wonder why? It's kind of like it's 1 a.m. right now, but we'll be doing that now instead, and we'll get back to you guys with the results of that.
Okay, I'm calling the IHOP by me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Here we go.
Okay, how can I help you?
Hi, can I get a large pepperoni pizza? Hello?
That was anticlimactic.
That was
Hello?
so like.
Anybody there?
I think they hung up on you.
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
think that's
hung
safe
up
to
on
say.
me.
Gabe gave you this whole plan.
Yeah.
Of like,
Yeah, I was because you have to lead them into it. You have to say, "Hey, I heard that you guys sell a pizza." They'll be like, "Oh no, we don't." But then you can say, "Okay, yeah, can I just get a large?" You know.
stop right in. Get the talking over with.
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all good. That works out fine.
Yeah. So, what an episode, eh, fellas?
What an episode indeed.
All right. Well, do we have anything else we want to talk about?
I don't think so. I think that concludes this episode of Reality with a Twist. I'm Gunnar.
I'm Gabriel.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Ben.
And thank you so much for tuning in this week. I believe next week we have who's hosting next week?
I am hosting next week, and I already have my topic chosen for
Can you
next
give
week
us-
as well.
Can you give us a teaser?
I can give you guys a teaser. It is about a tool that I think all of us use at least once every day. I know for me, I use all the time.
Okay.
It is the men's bathroom urinal. Thank you so
Correct,
much
yeah.
for tuning in this week. We will talk to you next week. Tune into Reality with a Twist.
Bye.
Bye.